What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into The Flash issue 798. There has been a lot going on with the Flash family, specifically Wally West family, with the Wally West children finding themselves working with the Super Sons. Together, they were able to bring down their enemies, but they accidentally left behind the Eternity Mind, not understanding how it works or how it operates. When the Super Sons left, the Eternity Mind wasn't able to come with them. It had to stay in that universe. And Granny Goodness is the one to find it. And with that danger looming, there is some good news. A new member of the family is about to make their arrival. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like this video. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with this issue, we are picking up with the birth of Wade. And Wade is a very interesting name, because during the 1 Minute War, they had rescued its speedster going by the name of Wade, saying that he was named after some great relative. That relative could easily be this young child, which means that Wade that they met in the 1 Minute War, he is a descendant of the Wally West family. Or at least that is the presumption. But right now, the whole family is being introduced to baby Wade. Giving Linda just a little bit of time to relax, Wally takes the children and they head out. Mr. Terrific on the phone calling Wally saying that he needs to get here because Mr. Terrific has been working on this device forever. And it is finally the time to test it out. And so, giving Linda and the baby just a little time to rest, we pick up with Mr. Terrific. Him and his team have been working vigorously, and now their work is about to come to fruition. The statistical odds of this working, some are speculating that this is a 50-50, maybe a 30-70. Either way, the odds aren't necessarily looking great. But if something does go wrong, Mr. Terrific has an AI-powered stun disc set around the whole perimeter. This will create a high-voltage net, and any signs of trouble will be brought down. If they need more help than this, maybe they can call in a superhero. With Mr. Terrific obviously making a joke because he's here and Wally West is here. But with the team more than ready, they put this system into operation. Everything begins to glow. Electricity shooting off in all directions. They have full temporal distortion, and they begin to get some very odd readings. While this is going on, somebody goes to grab the baby from Linda, claiming to be a nurse, saying that it is time for some tests. Linda doesn't know it now, but she is about to figure out that her baby is being stolen. Because Granny Goodness, coming in disguise of a nurse, she has come to take this baby from Wally West and Linda. When the real nurse does show up, Linda begins to freak, running out of the room screaming for her child. That is when there is a giant explosion. Linda shot off in the opposite direction, bleeding almost unconscious on the ground. Back at Mr. Terrific's laboratory, something has happened. This giant machine that they were trying to break into hypertime with, it begins to crack. It begins to open up. With Wally on the phone, he is hearing the news that his son has been stolen. At first he is told that his son is dead. But when that object opens up, a person comes out letting Wally West know that his son is not dead. That person being Our Man. He tells Wally and Mr. Terrific that his son has been captured, but Our Man is here to help him get it back. Picking up an hour later, we pick up with Linda, Mr. Terrific, Our Man, and Wally West. Our Man is letting us know that he heard Granny Goodness say that she has his son. Starting from the beginning, Our Man had been battling extant, and then there was a giant explosion. He was torn from battle, torn from time and space, and he landed in Time Point. Not sure how long he was there, not sure what was going on. He was able to overhear Granny Goodness. She was talking about one more collection, one more thing to add to the collection. A strong boy, the son of Wally West. And now she is planning to take him to the Palace of Eternity where his training will begin. With them leaving, he was able to sense a crack in hypertime, a way out. He followed the flow of particles until they landed them directly in front of Mr. Terrific and Wally West. Because hypertime connects them all, vibrates that link destiny through hypertime. Wally West's son is connected to him, and he is connected to space and time in an unusual way. The only thing Wally cares about is how to get to the palace. Our man saying that he must retrieve the Warlogog. And Wally has seen this before. Destiny striking again. He goes over to the systems to create a temporal, disturbance. Some temporal distortion. He cranks this thing up as full as it goes. And with this temporal distortion, we have the arrival of Gold Beetle. She shows up asking what the heck is wrong with them. They almost ripped a hole in space-time. The stun disc they activate. They bring down Gold Beetle just for a moment. Wally apologizing but saying he had no other way to figure out how to get her here. But for Gold Beetle, this is the first time she has ever met Wally West. With Wally going on to say that they have worked together before. Right now, he needs help saving his son. Because inside her ship, a glowing hourglass thing that they have been looking for. She calls it the time glass. This is what is going to save the day. Gold Beetle, without hesitation, she goes into the ship to grab it. Wally thinks that this is a little bit too easy, but she trusts herself. If she has helped Wally West before, then she has no reason to not help him now. This is when our man says that the last few things they need to know. The Eternity Mind has the ability to pull anything from time and space to defend it. That they're going to need help. They are also going to need a ship to transport them to the Palace of Eternity. This is when help comes. Kid Flash and a few other individuals. As they get briefed on the situation, we see Mr. Terrific take his brand new spaceship up into testing. Coming out of the river, a giant T-shaped ship. Very on the nose. Giant fair play words across the bottom of it. This ship takes off into the air. They begin to engage. They begin to enter hypertime. As the countdown begins, we see the ship begin to take off. As they begin to break through the space-time barrier, they get an alert for an impact. They have just hit something. No damage has been done. But when Wally West sees who this is, he sees that it is OBM. This is his old tag team partner from the Omniversal Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. Wally West Bro is finally back. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. A fun issue, kinda disappointed to see Wally West family going through so much turmoil after everything that they have been to. We just had a great moment. A new family member just coming in, just being born. When Wade is born, he is almost immediately stolen, which is kinda genius of granny goodness. To take the child of Wally West from the earliest of ages, train it up to be what you want it to be. That is one hell of a weapon that you will have at your disposal. Obviously, Wally's not gonna stop until he gets his kid back. With the help of Mr. Terrific, Our Man, Gold Beetle, and now OBM, they are about to lay a smackdown on granny goodness. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from royalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.